Hidden beneath the ruins of ancient empires lies a darker history, one ruled not by mortal kings, but by powerful demon sovereigns whose names were carved into stone and later buried in fear. Today, we uncover the forgotten demon kings of ancient civilizations, entities believed to influence wars, shape destinies, and demand loyalty from whole nations. From Mesopotamia's shadowy rulers to the fearsome spirits whispered about in early African and Asian kingdoms, these beings were said to command armies of the unseen. Join us as we reveal their lost stories, chilling powers, and the secrets humanity tried to erase forever. The forgotten demon kings of ancient civilizations. Across the ancient world, long before organized religion, written scripture, or formal mythology, there survived whispers of beings that did not merely haunt humanity's imagination but shaped its fears, laws, rituals, and cosmology. These entities were not simple spirits nor wandering specters inhabiting forests and storms. They were demon kings, sovereigns of vast supernatural dominions whose authority, malice, or cosmic responsibilities influenced the fate of early civilizations. Many of their names have long since been erased or buried beneath layers of mythic reinterpretation. Some were transformed into lesser demons as later religions demonized old gods. Others vanished as cities fell and cultures collapsed. Yet their stories persist through fragments, tablets, temple carvings, oral traditions, and comparative mythology, allowing us to reconstruct a pantheon of terrifying and forgotten rulers. This is the story of the forgotten demon kings of ancient civilizations, their origins, powers, domains, and the roles they played in humanity's earliest attempts to understand a world ruled by forces beyond human control. Chapter 1: The First Thrones of Darkness. Before civilizations rose along rivers and shorelines, humanity lived in small bands surrounded by predators, unpredictable weather, and deadly landscapes. It is here, within the crucible of survival, that the earliest concepts of supernatural sovereigns emerged. These primal demon kings weren't yet tied to specific religions but represented forces of terror that early humans struggled to explain. Among the oldest reconstructed figures is Uru-Dam-Ka, believed to be worshipped by Proto-Sumerian tribes. He was not a god but a ruler of night spirits, described in early clay fragments as the one who sits upon the black throne of the horizon. Uru-Dam-Ka embodied the terror of darkness, the unknown beyond the campfire's glow, and the predators concealed within it. His influence spread into the earliest Mesopotamian myths, later evolving into composite figures such as the Utukku and Asaku. Another early primordial demon king was the Red Lord of Stone, attributed to Neolithic Anatolia. Archaeologists uncovered shrines showing a horned figure carved into limestone pillars, surrounded by scenes of death, sacrifice, and ecstatic rites. While modern scholars debate whether this was a god or a demon, local legends describe him as the sovereign of blood renewal, a being who demanded offerings in exchange for fertility and protection. These earliest demon kings were reflections of humanity's fear of darkness, predation, and natural cycles, forces too vast to tame, yet too threatening to ignore. As societies became more complex, these raw archetypes evolved into distinct demon monarchs ruling elaborate supernatural hierarchies. Chapter 2: Demon Kings of the Cradle, Mesopotamia's Dark Lords. No ancient civilization documented its demons with greater precision than Mesopotamia. Their clay tablets provide a treasury of infernal lore, and among the countless spirits catalogued in their incantation texts, a few stood above all others, remembered as legendary demon kings. 1. Pazuzu, the Wind Demon King. Although modern popular culture portrays Pazuzu as purely malevolent, ancient Mesopotamians viewed him as a complex and sovereign figure. He was king of the Lilu demons, rulers of famine, disease, and scorching desert winds. His emaciated body, lion-dragon head, and scorpion tail symbolized his mastery over chaotic forces. Pazuzu's reign, according to surviving Maklu and Serpu texts, extended over southern desert winds capable of destroying crops, collapsing houses, and spreading plague. Yet he was also invoked against the female demon Lamashtu, suggesting his authority gave him the strength to both inflict and prevent harm. 2. Lamashtu, Queen of Demon Kings. Though often labeled as a single demoness, Lamashtu's status was closer to a sovereign monarch of horrors. She ruled over a host of night spirits that preyed on mothers and infants. The terror she inspired was so profound that entire industries of protective amulets arose to counter her power. Lamashtu was unique. Unlike other demons controlled by gods, she acted according to her own will. This independence placed her among the highest ranks of the Mesopotamian infernal hierarchy. 3. King Galu, Lord of the Nether Herd. The Galu demons, enforcers of the underworld, served under a forgotten sovereign known simply as King Galu. His name appears in exorcism tablets describing him as the one who drags souls into the realm of Ereshkigal. The herd he commanded symbolized death spirits that hunted those fated to die. The Mesopotamian worldview did not treat demon kings as metaphors but as cosmic administrators of natural functions, death, wind, storms. Their rule was both terrifying and necessary. Chapter 3: Egypt's Hidden Infernal Sovereigns. Egyptian religion is commonly remembered for its gods of order and harmony, yet beneath the official pantheon existed a shadow hierarchy, fearsome demon kings who threatened both mortals and deities. 1. Apep, Apophis Serpent King of Chaos. Apep was no mere monster. He was the cosmic king of Isfet, the force of chaos that sought to devour the sun each night. Egyptian priests believed he commanded armies of serpent demons and chaotic beings dwelling in the underworld's waters. Where Ra symbolized creation, Apep represented primordial disorder. Though gods fought him nightly, they never defeated him permanently, for chaos could never be extinguished, only restrained. 2. The 7 demonic sovereigns of the Duat. Egyptian funerary texts such as the Book of Gates describe 7 ruler demons who presided over different gates of the underworld. Each king commanded retinues of executioner spirits. Among them were Arahekau, king of spell-eaters; Neb-Tepet, queen of the blade spirits; Queharu, lord of the fleshless guardians. These beings acted as judges and executioners, punishing unworthy souls with eternal torment. Their sovereignty was territorial. They ruled not the cosmos but departments of the afterlife, making them bureaucratic kings of death. 3. Sehekek, the forgotten king of pestilence. Sehekek is scarcely mentioned in surviving texts. When he appears, he is labeled he who commands the night air, a being responsible for plague-bearing winds. Some Egyptologists believe he filled a similar role to Pazuzu, a regional demon king controlling disease. Though overshadowed by larger figures like Apep, these demon sovereigns represented the darker sides of Egypt's cosmic order, necessary gatekeepers in the eternal struggle between stability and chaos. Chapter 4: India's Asura Kings, Sovereigns of Cosmic Rebellion. Ancient Vedic India gave birth to some of history's most sophisticated demon monarchs, the Asura kings, divine beings who opposed the gods yet shared their divine origins. 1. Vritra, king of the cosmic drought. Vritra, the mighty serpent Asura, ruled over drought, obstruction, and stagnation. He was said to imprison the world's waters within his coils. As king of the drought demons, Vritra's power could halt creation itself. The god Indra earned his kingship only after slaying Vritra, symbolizing the victory of cosmic order over primal stagnation. 2. Bali, the just demon king. Unlike typical demonic figures, Bali was a noble and righteous king among the Asuras. His rule was marked by justice, wealth, and spiritual strength. His downfall came not through evil but through excessive generosity, tricked by the god Vishnu's avatar Vamana. Bali's story reveals that demon kings in Indian tradition were moral and complex, not purely malevolent. They represented alternative cosmic orders rather than simple evil. 3. Hiranyakashipu, Lord of Divine Defiance. An Asura king who believed himself unstoppable, Hiranyakashipu embodied tyranny, cosmic rebellion, and the blindness of ego. His reign was so oppressive that the gods pleaded for intervention. His death by Narasimha, Vishnu's half-lion avatar, symbolized divine justice. India's demon kings show that the line between deity and demon was cultural and ideological, not moral. Their stories reflect the complexities of cosmic power struggles. Chapter 5: China's Infernal Monarchs. Ancient China developed a sophisticated demonology featuring powerful kings ruling layers of the underworld. 1. King Yang Luo, Yama, the Judge of the Dead. Borrowed from Vedic tradition, Yama evolved into King Yang Luo, the chief sovereign of Diu, the Chinese underworld. He presides over the courts of hell, judging souls and assigning them to various torture realms. Though often respected, Yang Luo is considered a demon king in many Daoist traditions, ruling over ghost armies and punishing the wicked. 2. The Five Kings of Hell. Chinese tradition expands the infernal hierarchy with 5 ruling kings. Qin Guangwang, king of immediate retribution. Chu Jiangwang, king of the second court. Song Diaiwang, king of the third court. Wu Guanwang, king of the 5 hells. Yang Luo Wang, supreme king. These kings aren't merely punitive figures, they ensure cosmic justice, balancing moral order across lifetimes. 3. The Ox-Head and Horseface Kings. Sometimes overshadowed by Yama, these 2 demon kings guard the gates between life and death. They command legions of ghost catchers and corpse eaters, enforcing the laws of the underworld. China's demon kings illustrate a worldview where demons function alongside gods to maintain cosmic balance. Chapter 6: The Underworld Kings of Mesoamerica. Ancient American civilizations developed their own pantheons of terrifying infernal rulers. 1. Arpach, the Mayan king of death. Known as Kisin or Sizun, Arpach was the skeletal, rotting king of Mitnal, a hellish afterlife of fear and suffering. His domains included disease, decomposition, earthquakes, death rituals. Arpach ruled over legions of corpse demons, often depicted with bells attached to his ankles, announcing death's approach. 2. The Lords of Xibalba. In the Mayan Popol Vuh, Xibalba is ruled by 12 demon kings, including Hunkame, 1 death. Vucubcame, 7 death. Ahalpa, Pus demon king. Ahaltakob, blood-cutting king. These kings govern trials of darkness, rigged games, torture houses, and deadly traps. Their rule symbolizes a chaotic universe where gods and demons contest power through deception and ritual. 3. Mictlantecutli, Aztec king of the deep underworld. Mictlantecutli, skeletal and fearsome, ruled Mictlan, the lowest level of the Aztec underworld. His kingdom was not a place of punishment but of dissolution, where souls lost their identity and returned to primordial darkness. As king of the dead, he maintained the natural cycle of death and return, making him one of the most powerful demon sovereigns in the Americas. Chapter 7: Lost Demon Kings of Europe and the Mediterranean. Although Greek, Roman, and Celtic traditions often merged their demonologies with local spirits, several forgotten rulers stand out. 1. Eurynomos, Greek king of carrion spirits. Described by Pausanias, Eurynomos devoured the flesh of the dead, leaving only bones. Though not widely worshipped, he was believed to be a sovereign figure beneath Hades, king of corpse demons who feasted upon battlefield slain. 2. Acheron, Ekron demon king. In Phoenician and early Israelite writings, the ball of Ekron, later demonized into Beelzebub, was originally a powerful god whose dominion included plague, prophecy, and royal destiny. When transformed into a demon king in later texts, he became lord of corruption and king of decay. 3. The Black Sovereign of the Druids. Celtic lore speaks of a shadow king known as Dub Cather, the Black Battle Lord. He was believed to lead spectral armies across the sky, inspiring legends of the Wild Hunt. As a demon king, he ruled war spirits and death omens. Chapter 8: Why Demon Kings Were Forgotten. The disappearance of demon monarchs from mainstream mythology was not accidental. Several forces contributed. 1. Rise of organized religion. Major religions sought to suppress older spiritual systems, recasting former gods and kings as lesser demons or erasing them entirely. 2. Destruction of cities. Civilizations such as Sumer, Maya, and countless tribal cultures left behind incomplete records, leaving demon kings to vanish with them. 3. Moral reclassification. Over time, mythologies imposed moral frameworks that did not exist earlier. Demon kings were often reclassified as purely evil, diminishing their original complexity. 4. Cultural assimilation. As empires grew, local demons were blended, rewritten, or absorbed into foreign mythologies, losing their original identity. Chapter 9: Legacy of the Ancient Demon Kings. Though largely forgotten, these demon monarchs shaped humanity in profound ways. They influenced mythic archetypes of evil, rebellion, and cosmic chaos. They provided early humans with explanations for disease, death, drought, and disaster. They established frameworks of moral order, justice, and cosmic balance. Long before the rise of recorded history, ancient civilizations feared rulers the world was never meant to remember, demon kings whose power shaped kingdoms and terrified entire empires. Their names were whispered in forbidden texts, etched into crumbling tablets, and erased by priests who hoped to seal their influence forever. Today, we journey into the shadows to uncover these forgotten monarchs of the supernatural realm. From desert temples to lost stone cities, we'll explore the myths, rituals, and dark legends surrounding the demon kings who once ruled humanity from the unseen world. Prepare to enter a past darker than history itself.